Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. It is a deep, deep sea of yellow, beautifully effervescent yellow. That is what you're faced with when you come to Dortmund. So straight into the action. Well, 2014-15 was one of the greatest club seasons ever for many Catalans, clearly, but here is one of the key players in that remarkable triumph, Neymar.
Absolutely. I mean, they were very good from the start, but they just became unstoppable in the second half of that season.
And many say it was that game against the boys from Madrid when they donned the cloak of near invincibility. A game where that much-lauded front three really did deliver in style.
Yeah, and they combined for all 3 goals. And it was Neymar, of course, who got the first of them.
And he goes cross-field. Looking to play him in. Cannavaro promptly onto that, and that is that. Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos charging forward down that flank. There's the shot! It's bounced back off the post. They've scored!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
So, a breakthrough already. Turan. Now, he's got space here. Didn't quite work for him. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
He's found a way through.
Urawa Reds are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Zappacosta is alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Neymar. Kostic. Now it's Kostic. He has found the way through. Cannavaro does really well to win the ball there. That has been cut short. That has been slung wide. Can he get on the end of this? But it's a goal! And they're threatening to fly away here. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
There's a certain authoritativeness in everything they do now. If they want to kill off this game, now's the time to get it done. Well, that has caused disappointment to some, unsurprisingly, and disgust to others. What a waste.
Roberto Carlos, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Collier. Oh, perfectly measured that. That's really well cleared. And here's Kvaratskhelia. Kostic. Some resolute defending there. Puyol did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Oh, that's well done, really robust. He's shifting through the gears here. Big chance! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment. That's alert and sharp and very well played.
The Urawa Reds ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Now it's Kostic. Raul Reds in need of a lift as we head up towards the break. He is through here. Yamal. Lovely bit of skill. And it's made its way to him. Costa. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. Kola. It's a really well-measured ball. There's a look up and towering header! Oh no, it's an own goal!
That can happen to anyone. It's truly, truly unlucky for him, but it's just the way it is.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Well, that's something you don't expect at a match like this, but I guess you have to take whatever way it comes, and very gratefully.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Oh, no joy this time. Havertz. And then Nielsen. Oh, they could be caught out here. And the referee has signalled for half-time. So, engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one.
And a quick reminder,
Either side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They want a good start to the second half.
Well, that just about sorts out the real chance! Bellingham can see things, others simply cannot. That's where it came from. Shifted it to the flank, in towards the back stick. And he's quick to get rid. Now it's Hullet. Valverde cuts out the pass. Havertz. Oh, there's a probing ball. That's going wide left. Kvaratskhelia. Oh, well played, well played. Nicely spread. Rijkaard. Havertz. Kostic has it out wide. And a header! And he was there to get a vital touch.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Costa. Oh, he's found support out wide. He leaps for it! Oh, he's hit the bar! Played back in. Raul Reds needing a change of fortune here. He's got away.
That was lovely, that.
That is a brilliant interception. Roberto Carlos with an air of confidence about him, a certain swagger.
Well, you can't grumble when a player at least tries to make...
Goes for a shot! And here's Yamal. Hullet. And Hullet! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Hullet really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Substitution for Borussia Dortmund, number 20, Bellingham, number 21, Yamal, coming on the field, number 22,
And it's Michel Platini. Pinches it off him. Now who's going to be first? Oh, shooting chance! And that's a sharp finish. 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
Borussia Dortmund now in a position far more desirable.
That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter, and now they can fill their lungs and just blow them away.
Threads one in. He's in a great position here. Roberto Carlos did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Urawa Reds can breathe again, just.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
And he's intervened well there. Kostic. Can he get it through? And takes a shot! And a neat finish! We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Well, how's that for composure, Peter? You can see the keeper tried to put as much pressure on him by staying upright, but it didn't faze him, not in the slightest.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Urawa Reds cut their deficits and look raring to go again.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes. Urawa Reds really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Shapes to shoot! And the keeper couldn't hold it. Time is running out here.
Well, I like to see, Peter, that they haven't given up yet, so the spirit burns on.
Platini, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. That's a lovely, neat pass. He's a sharp little ball here. And it's Michel Platini. And he's quick to return it.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
And the finish! And that's a good finish. And surely that does it! Perfect time, decisive strike. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Just way, way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
Number 11, Mbappe. Number 7.
So is that the decisive goal? Not much in the way of time remaining.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
Substitution in progress.
Valverde cuts it out. Brzezinski. It's run loose here.
There will be 3 minutes.
Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. An instinctive delivery. Rijkaard wins the duel this time. And that's that. Well, that was a frustrating game. They were, at times, cohesive, very capable, but undone by an opponent who simply did a better job. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Urawa Reds desperately failing to impose themselves on the game. Decidedly flat, disjointed in so many areas on the pitch. And you're never desperately failing to impose themselves on the game.
That's where we have to end it.
Decidedly
From me,
flat,
Peter Drury,
disjointed
and
in so
my
many areas on the
co-commentator
pitch.
Jim Beglin.
And you're never desperately failing to impose themselves on the game.
That's where we have to end it. From
Decidedly
me,
flat,
Peter Drury,
disjointed
and
in so
my
many areas on the
co-commentator
pitch.
Jim Beglin.
And you're never desperately failing to impose themselves on the game.
That's where we have to end it. From
Decidedly
me,
flat.